So today we'll start with the second industry, that is the cotton textile industry. Now, what do you understand by this cotton textile? All different
Yes.
types of clothes that you wear, even the bed sheets, curtains. Okay, very good. What it is made from? This textile. What material it is made from?
Yeah.
Yes, cotton, wool,
And
silk.
cotton.
Okay, okay, good. So we'll see now. Okay. Textile industry can be classified on the basis of raw materials. Okay. So the raw material that goes into it, okay, depends on whether it is that textile, that cloth that you gave me example of, is made of cotton. If it is made of cotton, the raw material will be the cotton balls, right? The cotton which is produced on the cotton balls. Okay. Or it can be the silk, okay, or it can be what, nylon. All right, so based on raw material, basically there are two types of raw material that go into it. One is natural fibers and one is man-made fibers. Okay, so natural fibers are the ones which we directly get from nature. So for example, cotton, jute, wool, silk. This is something which we get from the nature. Okay, that is, wool and silk are sourced from the animals, but still animals and insects, but still it is available. It's a part of nature, right? Other fibers are man-made fibers, or as they are called as synthetic fibers. That means they are not available in nature. They are made by using different chemicals, okay, and certain other materials which are obtained in the lab, and then from that a fiber is made. So they are not called as natural fibers, they are synthetic fibers or man-made fibers. So examples of those are nylon and rayon. Okay, so the raw material that goes into textile industry is either natural fiber or man-made fiber, depending on what your industry is producing or manufacturing. All right, now inputs for cotton industry are, okay, now see, when you are classifying industry as a system, you are calling it as what? Input, processing, and output, right? So as inputs we are using fibers. So which fiber? Which fiber? Can you
Cotton.
give me? Cotton.
Cotton.
And all others that we saw examples of, not just cotton. Here the picture is shown of cotton, but if it is nylon, then accordingly, if it is silk, silk textile, then silk. Okay, silk fiber. Are you understanding? So it will differ from what the industry is manufacturing. Okay. Then you also require what? You will not have a plain white color cloth, right? If you are using, if it's a cotton textile and your raw material is cotton balls, cotton is white in color. So you are not keeping your cloth as white color only. You will be using different colors. So you will require to dye it, right? So the other input that you put in is colors. Then you also require labor, people to work in your industry. Okay, then you require capital. Capital is what? Money, right? Money that is invested to build up the industry, or to buy the raw material, or to pay the workers, or to take that finished product into market. So whatever is that money is required for is all the capital that is invested. And what is infrastructure? Infrastructure is what? Basically, infrastructure means everything, right from how your physical building is to how well the roads are maintained, the roads, the bridges, the connectivity, the communication. This comes under infrastructure. So that is what I gave you example. It is not just the building where your industry maybe or it is located. It is also the roadways, how well the roads are maintained, okay, how the roads can be connecting to markets, how good are their connectivity to the ports or to the railway stations. So this is all the physical structure that should be available if I have to run an industry. Okay, then the processing is what? These are the processing. Last year you studied one chapter in science, you remember? So outputs for cotton industry are, as you already told me in the beginning, right? It can be shirt, it can be a sari, it can be a curtain, it it can be a mattress cover, okay, sofa cover. All this, whatever is made as from the textile, is all the output of that industry. Okay. So cotton industry needs perfect humidity. So earlier it would be only in warm and humid regions. I think in agriculture chapter you have studied the climatic conditions that are required for certain crops. Yes. So did you study in that what climatic conditions are required for cotton?
Yes.
Yes. Do you remember them?
It requires high temperature, light
Yes.
rainfall,
Yes. Yes.
210 frost-free days, and bright sunshine.
Correct. So, see, that is the condition that's required. So, in the beginning, it was developed in the places where it was suitable for the growth of cotton. So, the places which had warm and humid regions, okay, where the places where this kind of industries developed. Then later, with the development in science and technology, when artificially also this kind of temperature could be created in places, different places. Okay, now we have cotton industries all over India. So earlier, most of the cotton textile industries in India were, especially in were concentrated in Mumbai and Gujarat. Why did Ahmedabad have a flourishing cotton industry? So Ahmedabad's cotton industry flourished because the city was near cotton growing land. So first point was because this city had lot of farms which were nearby in the nearby areas, and where cotton was the major crop because the climatic conditions that you all told me just now, frost free days, hot and humid climate, okay, all this was available in that city, and it also had a flat terrain. Now how does flat terrain help? What is a terrain? Terrain means the type of land.
Yes.
Now, why a flat land is very, very important? That means in our physical features, if we see in geography what physical features we have studied in lower classes also, what are the different physical features? Mountains are there, valleys are there, okay, deserts are there, plains are there, okay, right, and islands are there. So from that, the most suitable landform for building industries will be what? Which will be the most
Flat
suitable? Would
land.
you? Flat land, right? The plains. Why flat land? Why not mountains? Why not valleys? Taking the resources till that place or taking your product from the industry to the market becomes very, very easier. Setting up buildings is easier. Setting up a factory, means a building for a factory will be easier on a flat land, right, on a plain land. So these are the three reasons. First and foremost, it had a cotton growing land. It had climate which was suitable for all the processes of cotton, okay, that is all the processes that we mentioned: spinning, ginning, dyeing, okay. Then it had a flat terrain, okay. Then another reason was it had easily available land, okay. Land was abundantly available, and it had a good labor force. That means the people who wanted to work there were easily available. All right. So five reasons are given. See, if it comes for a 5 marks answer, all this should be written.
Ma'am, what
Okay.
are the last two points?
Yes. Again, we'll revise. It was near cotton growing land. It had ideal climate for cotton processes. It had a flat terrain. Okay. It had easy availability of land, and it had good labor force. Okay. Now we'll open the textbook. Yes. Now who will read?
Cotton textile industry. Weaving clothes from a yarn ancient art. Cotton, wool, jute, flax have been used for clothes. The textile industry can be divided on the basis of raw material used in this. Fibers are raw material of textile industry. Fibers can be natural or man-made. Natural fibers are obtained from wool, silk, cotton, linen, and jute. Man-made fibers include nylon, polyester, acrylic, and yarn.
Okay.
The cotton textile industry is one of the oldest industries in the world. Till the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, cotton cloth was made using hand spinning techniques, wheels, and looms. In 18th century, power looms facilitated The development of cotton textile industry, first in Britain and later in other parts of the world. Today, India, China, Japan, and the USA are important producers of cotton textile.
All
India
right.
has a
So, okay, wait. Yes. Now, see, it is one of the oldest industries in the world. Okay, so the when industrialization started in England, okay, this was the very first industry that started developing. Okay, before that, before industrialization, also in history, you have evidence that people worked upon weaving that cotton yarns into cloth. Okay, evidences have been found right from Mohenjo-daro that people did that, and all of you have seen picture of Mahatma Gandhi with that spinning loom. Have you seen the charkha? Yes, Mahatma Gandhi used to hand spin it. He promoted the khadi, the handmade cloth, right? And after that, I mean, that was the oldest way of developing it. Then after industrial revolution started, you have power looms. That means now you have those huge machines on which yarn can be made and then woven into a cloth. So today, I mean, first industrialization started in Britain. So cotton textile industry first developed in Britain. But today you have India, China, Japan, and USA, which are the leading producers of cotton textile industry in the world. Is it clear? Yes? All right. Now, can you read? India has a glorious tradition.
India has a glorious tradition of producing excellent quality cotton textile. Before the British rule, Indian had spun and hand woven cloth already had a wide market. The
Muslin,
muslins of
Dhaka,
Dhaka,
chintzes of
chintzes of
Masulipattnam,
Masulipattam, calicos or calicut, and gold wreath cotton of
Burhanpur,
Burhanpur, Surat, and
Vadodara,
Vadura were
Vadodara. That is today's Baroda. Okay.
known worldwide of their quality and design. But the production of hand-woven cotton textile was expensive and time-consuming. Hence, traditional cotton textile industry could not face the competition from the new textile mills of
Textile
the
mills.
West, which produced cheap and good quality fabrics through mechanized industrial units.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so you will see that right from olden times, when British started coming to India or other Europeans started coming to India for trade, they all were interested in the textiles of India. Textile of India was very, very famous, and that time it was not made on machines; it was made with hand. So muslin. Muslin is a type of cotton cloth. Okay, it's a type of cotton cloth which is so thin and so fine. You know what, Dhaka, now you know Dhaka, capital of Bangladesh, right? Earlier Bangladesh was a part of India. So this West Bengal and that side, today's West Bengal and Bangladesh side, this muslin cloth was very, very famous, and it was said, what, do you have you seen a matchbox you have seen in which those
Yes,
matchsticks are there?
yes,
Yes. So this muslin
yes,
was
ma'am.
such a fine cloth of India. It was such a soft and soothing cloth that if you fold it, it used to fit in that matchbox. That much fine it was. So see how
oh my
developed
God.
the handmade cloth was. Okay, same way chintzes of Masulipattnam, calicos of Calicut, and wrought cotton. Gold wrought cotton, those zari work that you have seen on saris or dress materials or dupattas, right? On the cotton in which you have those borders which are woven with golden color. Yes, all the girls, especially even the boys, they must have seen their mothers wearing jari saris during the festivals or occasions or marriages, right? So you see that gold in those days, that golden border was actually made out of gold. Okay. So all this was very, very famous. And since it was made from hand, it had lot of value. It was very, very precious. Okay, it was not a cheap item, it was very, very valuable item. But after the industrial revolution, when people realized that same kind of thing can be made on machine in a small span of time, in a short span of time, and lot of amount of it can be produced together, things become cheaper, right? When you get something in more amount in short span of time, correct, right? If you make something with hand, if you go and buy handmade paper, you will find it very, very costly. But if you go and buy a paper which is directly a notebook or something, it may be cheaper. Why? Because machine produced goods are very, very cheap in price as compared to the handmade products. So, as the industrial revolution spread throughout the world, this kind of industry, means handmade cloth, started receiving a setback. People preferred buying machine made cloth because it was cheaper in money. Are you understanding? Yes? All right. Now, can you read further? Initially,
Initially, this industry flourished in the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat because of the favorable humid and climate. But humidity can be created artificially, and raw cotton is pure, so not as not and not
and not weight losing.
using raw material. So this industry has spread to other parts of India, Coimbatore, Kanpur, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana,
Ludhiana.
Ludhiana, Pondicherry, and Panipat are some of the other important centers.
Okay, so initially this industry was set up in which places? Gujarat and Maharashtra. Okay, so initially it was set up in first industry came up in Mumbai. Okay, after that it was set up in Gujarat also. Okay, and in both the places it was because the climate was suitable for growth of cotton and other procedures that were required, other processes that were required. But today, because science and technology has developed, artificial humidity can be created. Okay, Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu, Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, Chennai in Tamil Nadu, Ahmedabad was already a leading producer, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ludhiana, Pondicherry, and Panipat have all become important centers of textile industry. Okay, so you have to remember, and now we are going to read this.
Ahmedabad. It is located in Gujarat on the banks of
Sabarmati.
Sabarmati River. The first mill was established in 1859. It soon became the second largest textile city of India after Mumbai. Ahmedabad was therefore often referred to as Manchester of India. Favorable locational factors were responsible for the development of the textile industry in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is situated very close to the cotton growing area. This ensures easy availability of raw material. The climate is ideal for spinning and weaving.
Okay, wait.
The flat terrain and easy availability of land is suitable for the establishment of the mills. The densely populated states of Gujarat and Maharashtra provide both skilled and semi-skilled labor. Well-developed road and railways network permits easy transportation of textiles to different parts of the country, thus providing any easy access to the market. Mumbai port nearby facilities improves of machinery and export of cotton textiles. But in recent years, Ahmedabad,
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad textile mills have been having some problems. Several textile mills have closed down. This is primarily due to the emergence of new textile centers in the country as well as
Non-upgradation.
non-upgradation of machines and technology in the mills of the Ahmedabad.
Okay. Now, wait, before we proceed any further, let's quickly revise this answer again. Okay, so yes, what are the factors responsible for Ahmedabad being one of the most important producers of cotton textile industry in India? Okay, see now I'm purposely highlighting it in different colors for you to check how many points we are getting.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Well developed. Yes.
Okay.
Well developed.
Now see, this is going to come as a 5 mark answer, right? So now check the points. Okay, all of you. So how you're going to write? Ahmedabad developed as the most important center for textile production because, okay, first point. First point I've written in yellow. Ahmedabad is situated very close to cotton growing area and this ensures easy availability of raw material. Okay, that is your point number one. Okay, then in green, I have put the point number two. The climate is ideal for spinning and weaving. Okay, it has a suitable climate for the processing of the cottons that is required. Okay, third point is it has a flat terrain, okay, which is suitable for establishment of the mill or the factory, okay, because factories can be easily built on flat land. Okay, fourth is that since it is a populated state, it provides both skilled and semi skilled labor. That is your fourth point. Okay. And the fifth point is it has a well developed road and railway network access. Okay. Thus providing access to market. Okay. And if you want, there is one more point here which says that Mumbai port nearby can provide what? Mumbai port nearby can provide easy accessibility for bringing, for importing, that is for from getting outside country if you need any machinery or you want to export, that is you want to send your cotton textile output to some other countries, then that also is possible through waterways because Mumbai port is located nearby. Okay, is it clear? Have you understood why this developed?
Yes.
So
Yes.
see, if you see this map here, you will see that this is India over here. Can you see here? Can you see this cotton ball being drawn here?
Yes.
Yes, and one is here. So this is Gujarat and this is Maharashtra. So
Maharashtra.
Mumbai port is here. So it is easier to transport the product to other countries, import the product to other countries, or if you want to buy from the machinery from other countries, you can do that as well because of the waterways. Now I'm giving you, all of you, 2 minutes because anyway the period is going to end. Just quickly go through Osaka in Japan and see if the conditions are same. Yes, Osaka is where? Which country? Japan. Okay.
Yes.
Can you see it has warm, humid climate? Okay. Labor is available. Okay. Port is available,
And the
which
ma'am.
facilitates import of raw cotton and exporting textiles, right?
Yes.
Then
Ma'am, then the
it
water
has,
river is provide
yes,
sufficient
it
water
has
for
good
the
market
mills.
also. All right. So the factors are similar, and that is the reason it is called as the Manchester of Japan, and which is called as Manchester of India. See, it is here, Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I hope you have got the answer and you will be able to write. So I'll take your leave now. Bye bye.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.